Welcome back, baby. It is Tuesday, May 2nd, game two of the Suns Nuggets last night. Man, we was in that game. KCP kind of hit those three threes in the fourth. We never bounced back from that. I will touch on all things Suns Nuggets in game two in a second. Also, got the Diamondbacks back in action tonight, taking on the Rangers out there in Dallas. Your boy Zac Gallen bringing his 28 scoreless inning streak to the mound tonight, looking to be a dandy. I do have one bet in that Diamondbacks game that I will give out for you guys a little later when I get on it. But first things first, this is Burn City Daily, presented by BurnCitySports.com. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dives, going live on a beautiful Tuesday, May 2nd. It's a gorgeous day. The sun's shining, the birds are chirping, the wind's hurling, and you got Zac Gallen on the mound tonight. So feeling pretty confident and good about the D-backs. One thing I do not feel good about, the Phoenix Suns. I got a few buttons to press here, but before I get on the negatives of game two showing, I want to touch on a few of the positives. There was some positives. Devin Booker, hats off, man. Devin Booker on both ends of the floor. You can even throw Josh Okogie into this praise, shutting down Jamal Murray. I know what you're thinking. He just had an off shooting night. 3 for 15. This guy couldn't hit a wall, walking blindfolded in a telephone booth. And it's because of the defense. They spent tremendous effort denying him the ball, forcing him to spend tremendous effort just to get the ball in comfortable spaces, comfortable spots to get some shots that he likes. However, the problem is, while you're doing all of this work on Jamal Murray, it seems like DeAndre Ayton is over there in La La Land guarding the Joker. There's no real physical presence outside of a hard foul or two here or there each game. He's kind of a step or two off of him, just singing La La songs to himself. There's no pressure. There's no presence. There's nothing to make him uncomfortable. Like I said, outside of the occasional hard foul that he drops on him, it was really nothing you can hang your hat on. But the Suns still had a chance, saying all of that. The defense came out, played tremendous. Anytime you hold a team like Denver Nuggets under 100, this was one of the most low-scoring games in the playoffs thus far. Kind of surprising. But then when you look at the numbers, you get why. Suns had not a terrible shooting night. They shot 40% from the field as a whole. However, it was timely stretches of them just going ice cold and them continuing brick after brick to shoot jumpers. It's not going to win games in the playoffs. I don't know how many times I have to personally say it. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm sure there's people smarter than me, closer to the team than me, that could tell them, like, hey, how about we stop shooting these bricks? Try to get some buckets. The problem with that is there's not any player on this roster that I can see that has the ability or the talent to get within 8 feet of the goal comfortably. Even Booker and Durant, 2 or 3 dribbles, they will pull that thing up even if they're 8 feet from the goal. They're not going to force the issue to get into foul trouble. They'll drive, yeah, when they're open, but they're not comfortable driving. You can tell they're not comfortable driving. It's just jumper after jumper. Some of the little screen plays and stuff that they have trying to get Durant jumpers, it's like he's not even open, but he's like, I'm going to catch and shoot this thing regardless. He shot 10 for 27 last night, shooting 37% from the field. 24 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists for Kevin Durant. Not a bad game for a regular player. But when you trade away your future for the superstar that is Kevin Durant, you need to get 30, bro, in a playoff game. I'll just say it like that. Devin Booker doing his darn thing. He shot 48%, putting up 35. Somehow he was still -7 on the plus minus. Um, I mean, with the Nuggets, man, it starts with the Joker. Starts with the Joker. He came out 16 boards, 39 points, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Anytime you got an MVP able to control the game as he is able to control the game with ease and comfortably, I mean, this guy is out there just playing ball, walking the dog, as they say. You forced Jamal Murray to go 3 for 15, only scored 10 points. You should be winning this game. Yes, Aaron Gordon stepped up huge, dropped 16 of his own. But KCP was really the man for me that just put that dagger in the Suns early in the fourth quarter. Like I said, he went 4 for 4 from 3 on the night, 5 for 6 overall shooting it. But he came out in the fourth and he showed why he's such a valuable piece to any NBA team. He hit some huge threes late. I mean, it was neck and neck. And the next thing you know, they up 10 and it never got any closer. Because at the same time, he was lacing those threes. I was about to say stroking them. Lacing those threes. The Suns were just shooting brick after brick. Felt like a Gucci Mane song. Anyway, man, all that happened last night in game 2. However, I will say this. There's still optimism in the air because if you know anything about basketball, if you know anything about 7-game series, this is exactly what is supposed to happen. The home team is supposed to win the first 2. Now, Suns, it's up to you to win your 2 games at home. Force this into a 3-game series down the stretch. And then you just got to steal one of those last games, 5 or 7 on the road. Just win your home games, bro. You got to keep it in it. Last night was a chance, though, man. It was a chance for y'all to dance. Y'all hold them to 97 if y'all could even put up 100. But y'all got held to 87 in your own right, so I mean, the numbers don't really say it. You tell me you shoot 40%, I'm going to be like, that's pretty good. But it's not when you're shooting the volume that you're shooting of jump shots. We need somebody to get to the rim, slow the game down, be able to get to the free throw line. If you look at free throws, Durant shot 2. Booker shot 3. That's it. The whole night. I'm not even exaggerating. 5 free throws throughout the whole playoff game. And I know people Nuggets shot 21 free throws, just to give you a frame of reference. And I know you can say that's because they're in Denver. I know you can say the refs gave them the game, but we're grown here, right? We're grown men, we're grown fans, we're grown women. That's not what happened at all. If you watch the game and you understand basketball, when you don't attack the rim and force the refs to give you calls, they're not going to give you calls. Those jump shots are not going to get you to the free throw line. They're not going to slow the game down. Matter of fact, they speed the game up. They extend the other team's ability to put their foot on your neck when you're missing. Say they go on an 8-0 run and you get to the free throw line, you get to calm everybody down, knock down 2 free throws, bring it back to 6. Get back, get your defense set, get a stop, maybe get another bucket. Now it's down to 4. But when you're just constantly shooting bricks, that 8-0 run turns into a 12-0 run really, really quick. But, again, still optimistic, man. The Suns do have 2 of the best shooters in the entire world in Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. So, hopefully, I mean, it looks like they're just going to have to get hot because they're not going to stop shooting. I don't know what's going on with the rotation. I don't know why T.J. Warren hasn't seen any minutes. I don't know why Jack Landale, Ish Wainwright hasn't seen more minutes. I do get that it's the playoffs. Rotations shrink in the playoffs. But you got some studs on this bench, man, that I think can make some differences. At least switch up the pace, get some momentum going if you give them a chance. I think TJ Warren could be a great asset on the defensive end. Uh, just NBA experience, man. That's what they need on the floor. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It another heartbreaking thing. Chris Paul goes down with a groin injury. Just as a Chris Paul fan, his whole entire career from the start in New Orleans back in '06 to everything he's been through, breaking his hand with the Clippers, all the little tweaks and twerks and injuries, and just, man, he is one of those guys that genuinely I root for. I'm not gonna say you root for, because there are people that for some reason dislike this man because he's too talkative with the refs or too whatever, too chippy chappy fundamental. I love the way he plays the game of basketball, and it's heartbreaking for the Suns to see him out of the lineup. Cam Payne took over the duties, shooting 1 for 7 once Chris Paul went out. So yeah, I don't know. That groin too. The older you get, them injuries nag the longest and hurt more. We might not see him again in the rest of these playoffs, and if we do, it'll be a shell of what he is, and he is already a shell of what he was due to age. So very heartbreaking for Chris Paul to see him go out like that last night. Kind of on a non-contact play. I know he was jumping for a rebound, but he just pulled it, man. It wasn't like he I don't know. It didn't seem like anything forced it besides just him putting a little too much effort into getting the rebound. So that was heartbreaking. Moving on to the Diamond, with the Diamondbacks taking on the Rangers tonight in their first of 2 meetings. You will have Zac Gallen, again, bringing his 28th scoreless inning streak to the mound, taking on Jon Gray for the Rangers. Jon Gray is 1-1 with a 3.91 ERA. Rangers are icy hot, baby. They just beat the Yankees, the mighty Yankees. They beat the Yankees 3 times in a row over the weekend. Had an off day yesterday as well. Whew. Anytime you beat the Yankees and you beat them that badly, it's going to open some eyes. Zac Gallen, hopefully he can be the fire extinguisher to those on fire bats this evening. The bet that I have in this game tonight is kind of a chalky one, kind of a squarey one. I also honestly dislike the first 5 bets usually, but this seems like a situation where the first 5 bet is the bet to make. Give me the Diamondbacks on the first 5 innings, the spread minus a hook, 0.5. You can get the Diamondbacks. Gallen continues his streak to 33 innings. All the Diamondbacks have to do is put up 1 run in the first 5 innings for this magic to happen. So that is the bet that I'm on tonight in the Diamondbacks game. Diamondbacks first 5 spread. It's minus 103. So pretty good odds for you right there. Pretty good odds for you right there. This is Burn City Daily. Corbin Carroll will not be in the lineup tonight. Highly doubtful that he will return today or tomorrow on this 2-game stretch in Dallas. They will be back home on Friday taking on the Nationals. So kind of a hole in the lineup, but this team has the depth and the youth to deal with it, if you ask me. I'm not too worried about them for a few games without Carroll in the lineup, as explosive, electric, and as great as he is. It's kind of like the veterans versus the youngsters. If you look at these lineups, the Rangers have a lot of proven players. Robbie Grossman, Marcus Semien, Nate Lowe, what's your boy, the Seager boy, Corey Seager. Have a lot of those known names from around the league. Call them misfits. Sheesh. That boy Zac Gallen has 51 strikeouts on the season. I think his K-prop today is over under 6 and a hook. If you're looking to double down on Gallen in some other way, you can get his strikeout total at 6.5. I'm just going to stick to the first 5 spread for this one. I thought about taking the Diamondbacks on the run line. However, anything can happen once the bullpen gets to pitching for the D-backs. So I'm gonna stick to just the first five. Hopefully, Zac Gallen can get me his scoreless streak up to 33 innings. Don't really have much, honestly, on this game today. Just a regular old Tuesday matchup in the Major League Baseball. I guess I can give you a little update on how the standings are looking in the NL West very, very quickly before I go ahead and go ahead. Right now, they are a half a game back, the Diamondbacks, that is, a half a game back from the LA Dodgers, who are on a 4-game winning streak. The Dodgers are 7-3 in their last 10, while the Diamondbacks are 5-5 in their last 10. Right behind the Diamondbacks, a half a game behind them, is the San Diego Padres. It's going to be those three teams. It's really up to the Diamondbacks, man, if they can hang around all season long with these teams, because the Dodgers and the Padres, they're going to win ball games. They're going to have stretches like this where they go 7-3. Dodgers win 4 in a row. Padres win 3 in a row. This is an interesting change. Last time I looked at these standings, there was only one team in this division with a plus number as the run differential. Diamondbacks now are +5 on the season in run differential after the Colorado Rockies series. You still got the Padres -8, Giants -22, and the Rockies -54 on run differential. But before the Rocky series, the Diamondbacks were also a negative number, and the Dodgers were the only one with the plus run differential. So it is nice to see the Diamondbacks getting to the plus on the run differentials for the season. That is always a good sign. All of these teams will be in action tonight. You got the Dodgers taking on the Phillies at home. Padres taking on the Reds. And then Houston will be hosting the Giants, while the Brewers will fly to Colorado. I don't want to say kind of scary, but we got the Rangers, who just took 3 from the Yanks, while the Dodgers dealing with the Phillies, who are a tough team, World Series appearance last season. But the Padres, I think, have the easiest series of the week right now, taking on the Reds. They will be looking to gain ground on the Dodgers and bypass the Diamondbacks in this division. I think this division is going to be close, to say the least. I think the Diamondbacks do have a chance to dance with the big dogs, but it would take some pretty interesting performances. They need to get their pitching under control. 16-13, man, through the first, I was about to say 4 months of the season, but 4 months of the year, through the first month and a half of the season. 16-13 through the first 33, if my math is correct. 29 through the first 29. This is the 30th game of the season tonight. Again, taking on the Rangers in Dallas. It'll be 7 o'clock first pitch Central Time. About a 5 o'clock first pitch going on in Arizona, local. Again, I'm on the first 5 spread there. This is Burn City Daily, presented by Burn City Sports. Thank you for the love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys mañana with some more news. I will also look towards Game 3 of the Suns Nuggets, the home opener of the series. Hopefully, I can bring y'all some good news about Zac Gallen's performance, and hopefully, I can talk about my man Brandon Pfaadt, speculated to get called up tomorrow and take the mound. But we will see what happens. As of now, it is only speculation. Again, Burn City Daily, presented by Burn City Sports. Take all wagers at your own risk, and please gamble responsibly. I am Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dives.